Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into it. This will be recorded, so if somebody's not on here, like, it's fine, they can watch it later. So I want to go over customer conversations, how I do them, and some tips. So if you're having good customer conversations and you're signing a ton of customers, then don't change what you're doing, okay? Because everybody does something different. Like I've kind of got tips like here and there, and I've like picked what works for me. So if you're finding that something is really working for you, please don't change what you're doing, okay? But if you're like, man, I'm struggling like signing customers or, having conversations or sealing the deal, then this is going to be great for you. So I have kind of taken a step back, looked at my old conversations and what I was doing, and then kind of changed them up a little bit, and I've found that I've really been signing more customers. Not that the old method I was using didn't work. It's just that maybe it's my mindset, right? Maybe it's just my mindset. I think this works better. But either way, I'm going to give you some tips. So the first thing, you're going to want to take notes. So the first thing I always do is I ask for a number. So let's say you've messaged them on Instagram, hey, like, this is my message. I say, hey, I know this is super random. I'm looking for more people to try my products at my discount. I actually say use my products because I found when I say try my products or product model or product tester, people think it's free because they think this is like a new product that they're testing out. This is not free. Our business has been around over 19 years now, okay? So this is not testing. This is using. This is new for them, but it's not new. So I say, I'm looking for people to use my products at my discount. Can I give you more info? Let's say they say, yeah. I'm automatically saying, okay, what's your number? I'll text you. It's easier than DM. Now, some people will give them the information and then ask for their number. I find that it's easiest just to ask for their number, so that way you have their contact info, so that way if they don't respond or they open the DM and lose it, like, you can follow up with them later. I have 4 Instagram accounts, so like I'm not going to go back and see who didn't respond to my message on Instagram because I'm just constantly looking for new people. I'm not following up on Instagram. So it's a great way of staying organized. You also like can't send your link, that kind of thing over Instagram. So it's just best to get their number. Guys, like, if people don't give me their number, I'm offended because I am a 20-year-old girl. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. So like, if you can't give me your number, like, something's wrong with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? So I'm offended if they don't give me their number. So don't, like, serious, you can see my profile, like, I'm a 20-year-old girl. Like, what is your problem? Anyways, so if someone doesn't give me their number, like, personally, I don't respond. I'm just like, okay. Or I send them a voice message and I'm like, okay, let me know if you change your mind. Because apparently they think, like, I'm not a real person. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to send you a voice message. Maybe that'll help. Sometimes I'll send the voice message and they'll be like, okay, here's my number. I'm like, cool. Like, I guess you had to verify that I'm a 20-year-old person. Like, I don't know. Because you can see my profile. I feel like people just, I don't know. Most of the time, when people don't give you their number, they're not 18. So I always ask. I go to their profile and I look, and then I ask, are you 18? Then if they're like, no, I'm like, great, I didn't waste my time. So try not to waste your time, because if you go in there and they're not 18 and you get to the ordering steps and they're like, oh, like, I didn't know you had to be 18. Like, you kind of wasted your time, So don't do that. Okay, so get their number. And then you're going to automatically introduce yourself. So don't word vomit on somebody. Don't just be like, hey, it's Allison from Instagram. You'd love these products. Like, oh my God, here's the results. Here's the price. Don't do that, okay? Take it step by step, but also don't give them too much to think about and for them not to respond, okay? So personally, what I've been doing is I've been saying, hey, it's Allison from Insta. I put one smiley face beside, hey, it's Allison from Insta, if they're just like a normal person that came to me about products or wanted more information about everything, so I can stay organized. So I know, okay, when this person responds, they need the whole script about what we have. Now, if it's somebody that came to me and said, hey, can you tell me about the keto coffee? I say, hey, it's Allison from Insta with like a coffee emoji. So that way when I go back, I know that they were interested in coffee. So I'm not confusing myself. Okay, so that's just like a little tip. If they're a potential distributor, I put 2 smiley faces. So that way I don't tell them about the products and they're like, wait, I wanted to be a distributor. So just a little organizational tip. Because you should be getting a lot of phone numbers. You know what I mean? So you want to stay organized. So after I do that, hold on. I'm saying, so let me go to a successful conversation. Okay. So this girl was interested in the keto coffee and greens. I said, hey, it's Allison from Insta with the little coffee thing. She said, hey. I said, hey, so you'd love our keto coffee and greens. Our keto coffee is amazing. It comes in single serve packets. You can mix with hot or cold water or K-cups, because now we have K-cups. And it has MCT oil and butter, collagen, to help your body burn fat for fuel. I can't even read tonight. I'm being weird. It enhances any low-carb diet but can be used whenever. Then the chocolate greens are an amazing combo. Not only do they taste like chocolate, but they're a detox that give your body 34 fruits and veggies and energy. Reduces bloating, tastes amazing. Do you want to see some results? Now, I've kind of been mixing this up. You can just say, I'll show you these results, because it kind of gets the conversation moving a little faster. So do whatever you feel like's best. I've kind of been switching it up. So I said, do you want to see some results? She said, yes, please. So I sent her results, and instead of waiting for her to say, wow, that looks great, I just send the prices with the results. So I sent 2 results pictures. Don't spam them with like 8. I know I think Nyara does that. So like if it works for you, do it, but I don't think it's a good idea. So I said, okay, so I'm doing a huge promotion right now where you can get my discount. Now, obviously, if they sign for the 90-day challenge, they're going to get the discount. So this is kind of like a sales strategy. So I'm saying right now I'm doing a huge promotion where you can get my discount. 1 month of coffee retails for $130 and the greens $55. But if you do my 90-day challenge, you'll get this discount and it will just be $78 and $33. You'll get this discount with the 90-day challenge. Does that sound good to you? She said, yeah, it sounds great. So this is so basically what I'm changing here is, instead of saying, so the coffee's usually $130 and the green's $55, but if you do my 90-day challenge, it'll be this and this. Instead, I threw in I'm doing a huge promotion right now where you can get my discount. This gets them excited. The whole goal is to get these people excited, because why should they be excited if you're not, right? So here's another example. And I kind of, like I said, I've been testing out new things. So if it's like 3 different products, so for example, this girl was interested in the Thermophyte, Cleanse, and Greens. So I said, I'm doing a huge promotion right now where you can get my discount. Can you turn that light back on, please?
The one in here?
Yes. I'm doing a huge promotion right now where you can get my discount. The Thermophyte retails for $65, but will only be $39 with my discount. The Cleanse is normally $65, $36 with my pricing. The greens are normally $55, just $33 with my discount. You'll get all these discounts with the challenge. So this is like a different kind of thing. So I broke up each product and said, okay, so, this retails for this amount. So they know that's like what a normal person would spend on that. But you'll get it for, this price with my discount or my pricing. It doesn't have to be anything specific. And then at the end, I just tell, okay, you're going to get this with my 90-day challenge. Because if you just say my discount and then you tell them about the challenge, they're going to be like, what challenge? So make sure you say you'll get these with my discount. So I'm going to send this like how I broke down this in the chat. I also added a lot of emojis because, like I said, I don't want to be this boring person that's just like, yeah, so it's normally this and that. Yeah, would you be interested? Like, no, I'm going to send a lot of emojis. I'm going to be happy and I'm going to be excited because I can tell you when I stop sending emojis and stop being excited, that's when I stop signing customers. So definitely be excited and send a lot of emojis. So when they agree to the prices, and then I tell them about the 90-day challenge. So this is how I've been wording the 90-day challenge. And this really, I feel like, is good because people are like, oh, wow. Hold on one second. Okay. So I say, so the 90-day challenge is 1 order a month for 3 months. It's basically the same script that I've always been using, but I'm adding, so you never have to spend a certain amount or get the same thing. Because that is like the biggest thing they're worried about, is that they're going to be committing to something they potentially won't like, or they're going to have to spend a certain amount a month and won't be able to afford it. That's like the two things that they're potentially concerned about. So you're automatically getting rid of that. You're like, you never have to spend a certain amount or get the same thing. And then this waives the membership fee as long as you finish the challenge. I've had really good things with that script. So, I mean, that's basically it. So when you walk somebody through something, it's always get their number, introduce yourself, and wait on a response. Tell them about whatever they're interested in. If they came to you about keto coffee and greens, don't start telling them about all the products you offer because they specifically wanted info on that. Now, if they say, you tell them about the 90-day or the keto coffee and greens, and then they're like, I can't afford that, then start recommending other things that are within their budget. One other thing, so I don't know if y'all have these scripts, but I forget who these are from. I'm trying to find them now. So this came from a Host-a-Post, but when somebody tells you that it's going to be too much money, I've been saying this, and it's not really anything fancy, but it's just like a good way of saying, we can find something within your budget. So that's one thing I've been saying. They're like, that's way too much, or I can't afford that right now. And then my follow-up, if they don't respond to that message, is like today, this girl said, yeah, or yesterday, she was like, I can't afford that. And I was like, I used the script. Oh, I completely understand. What would you be more comfortable spending per month? And she was like, $25. And I was like, okay, well, all we have is the Fat Fighters in that category, but you're going to love this. And she ended up not responding. So like today I was like, I'm so excited to customize this plan even further for you, because these people, like, you have to think of it as not just BV for your promotion or not just customer volume or a paycheck. You have to think, what is this person really going to benefit from? How can I really help them? Because if you recommended the cleanse to somebody who's cleansed 1,000 times before, they're probably not going to like their results. So really take the time to find out, how can I help this person and what's going to be best for them? So that gives me another idea. For weight loss, this is what I've been doing, and I got this script from Haley, which is on a different team, but this is perfect that I've been using. Mm-hmm. Let me find it. Okay. So instead of just asking someone, you tell them about the products, they're like, well, I just want to lose weight. So instead of me just saying, okay, do you like coffee, or how much are you wanting to lose, like that kind of thing, I've been saying this when they say they just want to lose weight. Okay, so this is basically like a little questionnaire that's going to ask them, basically narrow down the products for you. So I'd love to get you started on my 90-day weight loss challenge. I just have a few questions before we find the perfect one for you. You're telling them, I'm here to help. Like, I'm going to find the perfect thing for you. I'm going to customize a plan. I'm not just going to throw stuff in your face. So do you eat a decent amount of carbs? Do you have a high metabolism? Do you like chocolate? Do you like coffee? Do you like chocolate milk? Do you eat a lot of fruit and vegetables? And have you ever cleansed? So if somebody's like, yeah, I cleansed, but it was a while ago, I'm still going to recommend our cleanse because it's different than other cleanses. But if they say no, I'm automatically saying, okay, I'm going to recommend the cleanse. If they say they like chocolate milk, I'm automatically recommending chocolate greens because that's perfect. Like, it's going to make the perfect chocolate milk, and they're actually going to want to drink it. If they like coffee, then I'm going to recommend coffee and chocolate greens, that kind of thing. If they're like, I eat so many carbs, then I'm probably not going to recommend keto coffee and greens, because like a ton of carbs, like probably not. If they say, I have a low metabolism, okay, perfect. We'll get you started on a Thermophyte. You like chocolate milk? Great. We're going to do the keto coffee and greens, or not keto, the greens, the chocolate greens. And then if they eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, maybe not the greens, because it's fruit and veggie detox. So maybe not the greens. You can kind of play around with this, but you kind of know what to recommend. If they say like this girl today, she was like, my metabolism is so high, but I never eat fruits and vegetables. I love chocolate milk. I was like, well, you got to get the chocolate greens because you're going to love it, Really find what's going to work for them. So I kind of base it off of that. Obviously, the keto coffee and greens works either way. But the people that are low carb or decent amount of carbs, like normal amount of carbs, not like skyrocketing, then I usually recommend keto coffee and greens because it's going to work. If they have, a low metabolism, like I said, they're going to love the Thermophyte because it's going to make every difference in the world for them. But I wouldn't recommend the Thermophyte for someone with a high metabolism. Okay? So that's what I do with weight loss. This is a good weight loss combo. For somebody that likes coffee, that likes chocolate and chocolate milk, and that has never cleansed, because that's the majority of what I've been getting. So I'm going to show y'all this. This is like 127 BV order too. So like if you can get somebody who wants to do these types of things. So it's saying you would love our keto coffee, chocolate greens, and cleanse. So I'm doing the keto coffee and the greens the same. I'm just adding in the cleanse. And I'm saying that it's going to kick everything off because it's going to help them get rid of that like plateau stage where they're kind of like, I can't lose any more weight, that kind of thing. The cleanse is going to get rid of that. And it's going to kick off everything. And then when they start the keto coffee and greens, it's like, this is the best combo that I've seen. Like I usually do keto coffee, greens, and Thermophyte, but I saw this and I was like, well, that's a perfect idea. It's also a big order, and it's also going to get them insane results, like legit insane results. So that's a win-win. Other than that, I've been doing a lot of host-to-post to get customers, and it's really been working for me. It's definitely helped me increase my network and like get people, more people interested. So If y'all have questions about conversations, please let me know in the chat. I post the same thing on all 4 of my Instagrams. I just go through each one. It's cool because you can actually, so you don't have to keep logging in. So like, I don't know if y'all can see this. This is like so hard. Yeah, it's not gonna work. But you can like, I can't do it. But you can go like, you can switch accounts like really fast. It's not like you have to keep logging in. So if you want to make another account, like I promise, it is a learning thing, but it's not as hard as it sounds. Because like, for example, every time I post, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to post here, I'm going to post there. Like I just keep going through and posting. It really doesn't take a lot of time. And then this really comes in handy when I have, people to message. Yes, I add different people to each one, which is sometimes a struggle. So when you have 2 accounts, you cannot use suggested friends, like to add people like suggested, because it will come up the same like on each account. I don't know how it does that, but it'll be like, oh, do you want to add these people? And I'm like, no, like I don't want to add those people. And because they're on my other one, so like I have to find new accounts, and I do it by like locations or hashtags, or I really just find first, like the first time I set up the account, I found people from places, and I typed that in, and then I started doing friends of friends from there, or followers of followers, whatever. And on Captivate, you can run different accounts at the same time. So you don't have to worry about that kind of thing. But I don't personally use Captivate, but you can if you want to with multiple accounts. I don't use Captivate. I manually follow people on all 4 because once you follow like 50, it's going to block you. So I follow 50. I'm going to say, I'm going to follow for the next 30 minutes, and I'll follow 50 and then go to the next account, follow 50, go to the next, follow 50. And then I'll do that probably, 5, 6, 7 times a day. So that way I don't get blocked. It's very easy to get blocked from following, and it tricks you because you're like clicking the follow thing and you think you're following them, but you click on the account and then you're really not. So yeah, you kind of have to watch it. But that's really it for customer conversations. I mean, just be genuine and just have your heart in the right place. Like really think, how am I going to help this person versus I need this order. Like, yeah, you need this order, but you also need to help this person find the best thing for them. And then if y'all want host to post stuff, I think I sent all my scripts the other day, but if you need help with host to post, let me know. It's really been working great for me. Now, one thing I will say about host to post is I've been using suggested friends on Facebook, and I got all these people like from It Works and jewelry sales, like all paparazzi, like all these sales people, and I was like, what is going on? So I found a different method on how to add people on Facebook if you're like struggling with Facebook. So for example, let me find this girl's profile. Okay, so let's say you really like, this is one of your friends, and you know that you have mutual friends and you want to add some of her friends. Okay, so what you're going to do is scroll down to where it says friends. So we have 83 mutual friends, so that's pretty good. You want to look for mutual friends because if they're mutual on Facebook, I feel like they're better to add you back. So it says up here, this is my friend Kirsten, it says Kirsten's friends. And then it says all, mutual, or suggestions. Suggestions is the friends that we have in common. Like friends that I don't have yet, but the other friends have in common. That makes any sense. So I just go through here and I add all the suggested friends from her account. So that way I know these are real people and they're more than likely not It Works distributors, because I blocked so many people today. Just because like I can't have 300 It Works distributors on my account. Way too confusing, especially when messaging for host posts, because I message them, they're like, oh, I'm a distributor. Crap. So do the suggested thing under the friend that you're trying to add. If you need help, let me know. Other than that, that's all I got for y'all. And I hope you have an amazing, I'm going to give it like 2 minutes in case you do have questions. But I hope you have an amazing night, and I hope this helps some. So basically, recap, all I'm doing is sometimes instead of saying, can I send you results, I'm just sending them. And then I'm sending the price with the results. So that way they're not waiting on me for anything. And then I just reworded the challenge and gave y'all a tip on, how to customize their plan. And then breaking up the prices. So really show them the difference between, Thermophyte retails for $65. It'll only be $39 with my discount. That's a big discount, and they're going to see that. So if y'all don't have questions, I'm going to get off and get to work. If you're promoting this month, I'm literally so excited for everybody. If you're promoting this month, don't freak out, okay? We have so much time left, and I can tell you so much can happen in just a day. You're going to be amazed at where you're at next Thursday. Like literally on the last day of the month, you're going to be amazed at where you were now and where you're going to be then, but you have to start hustling now. You have to start hustling. It's time to get to work. Okay, like I know at the beginning of the month, we kind of, if we don't enroll a customer, we're kind of like, oh, it's okay, we have the rest of the month. Like if you're going for a promotion, it is time to hustle. If you're doing everything you can and you can lay down at night and be like, wow. Like I can't tell y'all, when I lay down at night, even if I'm sitting on my couch all day, I'm physically tired. Like my body hurts because I worked so hard. So just make sure you're giving it, if you really want this promotion, give it your all. Because it's not going to be easier next month. I promise. If you're like, no, I'm going to wait till next month, it's not going to be easier. Some of your customers are going to cancel. Okay. I will not hide the bad news. There are people that will cancel no matter what you do, and you're going to have to make up for it. Okay. So it's not going to be easier. You're still going to have to hustle. You're going to have to put in work. You're going to have to tell your friends, no, I can't go out tonight. I have work to do. Like, I know that some of y'all are in school and you would say, I've got homework tonight. Like, I can't go out tonight. This business is the same way. Like, if you had actual work, you would say, no, I can't go out tonight. I have to work. Same thing. Like, I don't know about y'all and what kind of goals you have, but I'm not going anywhere. I've wore this hoodie for like 3 days, okay? I'm not going nowhere for the rest of the month because I got big goals, and I know that if I put in the time right now, I'm literally going to be so happy. I'm not going to think, man, I really miss going out with my friends. Like, my friends are still going to be there. You know what I mean? I hope to God they're going to still be there, but more than likely they're still going to be there. And I can catch up with them later. Okay. So, I pray over y'all. I pray over your goals. I pray over your charts, your team, people on your team that you want them to come to life. Like I pray over that, and I write it down every single day. I'm like, this team is coming to life, because it is. It might not be immediate, but it is. So, just do the same for your girls. They might not see the vision right now. They might not understand what this company can do, but you're the first person to show them. Okay. So, pray over them, pray over their promotions, help them promote if you can. You know what I mean? If they're on your chart and, maybe they have big goals, but they're not kicking it into gear right now because they got stuff going on. Help them promote. That kind of thing. Watching your team promote is like the next best thing. Like you're just gonna I don't know how to explain it, but once your team starts promoting, it means more than your promotion. So help them promote, help them get these bonuses that are on the table. And I hope you'll have an amazing night. There's no questions, so I'm going to hop off. All right. If you have questions, you don't feel like answering them or don't feel like asking them in the chat, then you can always message me. Okay. So I hope you'll have an amazing night, and let's get these promotions. I probably won't have another Zoom because I can't take out this much time away from my phone. So we probably won't have another Zoom. So if you're going to promote, let's hustle. Okay. Let's hustle and get it. All right. I'm going to get off. Bye.